Is there something you wish she knew about, like, the whole situation, the whole fallout?
I wish she knew how much I'm blowing up.
Oh my god!
And how everything worked out. No, I'm kidding. But
Oh my god! Well, it is. So you're on the right track.
I mean, she has to have seen me, so
Yeah.
She's seen
you.
You have to see me so much.
She's like, man, this motherfucker.
I'm kidding.
What's up, everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Coffee Breakup,
Starring
Christian Vera and
Marvin Schultz.
what else we got? Before we begin, please make sure, since you're already here, like this video down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. We are also on social media.
Spotify, iTunes.
That's not
TikTok.
social media, but that is our audio service.
It is the audio service, part of social media. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You name it, we're on it. And you have a website at coffeebreakup.com if you want to check it out. We got some merch if you want to support us.
Yes, indeed.
So please support us.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, we start with our show, and we got a very special guest over here.
Very special guest, Carlos Hernandez.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
How you doing,
We're
buddy?
doing good, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk into it. That was so pre-planned. It was amazing.
You did good. I'm actually very proud of you because we didn't even prep him. So the fact that he was there, like, do I say it? Do I don't? He did it.
It's all good. Yeah.
Bravo.
Thank
bravo.
you.
So we obviously wanted to bring you on. I mean, I would say you're a personality, especially here in Miami. You know, dude, you were even on American Idol, which we are going to touch up on that.
I was, yeah.
Well, not you. I'm sorry. Your friend.
Yuri's Bell was on American Idol.
He was on American Idol.
Correct.
But, you know, we want to dabble into that. But, of course, you know, being that you're, you know, from Miami, I think you understand the culture. You're big influence here.
Thank you.
It made sense for you to want to, you know, be on the show and just talk, you know, given that you know, this is a podcast out of Miami. Relationships in Miami is very spotty anyway.
Absolutely.
So I think it was, you know, really fun to bring you on.
I like
Good.
that. Yeah, no.
You said that like if I already did the podcast.
Yeah, like he's done already. No.
I hope it's fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
it should be fun.
It's going to be great. Chris told me about you, and so it just made sense to have you on. And
Yeah, man,
give
I'm
your insight.
happy to be here. Yeah,
man. Thank you for taking the time and coming on here.
For sure.
Maybe give the people who don't know you, the few people, maybe the background of who you are and, you know, what you do, and and kind of give you a little self.
Tell us about yourself. Stage is yours.
Yeah, so I'm a comedian, actor from here, from Miami. I started doing comedy about 5 years ago through Improv, and then I kind of like fell into doing stand-up. I also like started doing digital content, like, and I did way more of that in the pandemic. So I was able to like get a lot more like following that way. And then I started working with OnlyInDade, which is how I've been able to like get around more in Miami. I do like on the spot interviews, which is like I just go around the streets, ask people random questions, and we get like the best type of like, you know, content, funny people that's saying it's usually drunk people, but it's you know, it's very Miami, it's very fun. So I like doing that. I do that. I also apart from doing comedy, apart from doing acting, I like, you know, producing like my own podcast. I like to, you know, also get out there, do things for the community, do everything that Miami can provide for me and give it back as well, which is why I love doing things like this. So
awesome.
But yeah, I mostly like to make people laugh. That's like the main thing.
Yeah, I think you do a really good job.
Yeah, for sure.
You're hilarious.
Thank you, bro.
So, you know, prior to that, I'm sorry. Were you
No. I was just gonna ask you, are you from here? Like,
so give us, you know, with your background, your upbringing. Yeah.
I was born in Mexico. My parents are both Cuban, which is like a weird. I'm like a spicy pastelito type of vibe. You know what I mean?
So what? They went traveling, or they migrated?
People
there?
always say that. They're like, oh, were they just like have a honeymoon and
they went to Cancun?
There? Nah, dude, it's Cuba. They had to live. My dad was living in Mexico for a little while with like another marriage, and then it's a really cool story actually. My mom then went to visit my dad because both my grandparents knew each other from working like in trains and stuff. And then my mom went to visit my dad just like as a friend, like, oh, hey, my daughter is going there, is what my grandpa told like my other grandpa. Like, they're like, okay, cool, yeah, whatever. So my dad like drove my mom around or whatever, and he was with like another marriage, and then my dad like fell in love with my mom and then left that marriage.
No way.
And then my mom moved to Mexico. Yeah, dude, my dad's a savage is what he is.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, dude, for real. But like, hey, if it wasn't that, I wouldn't be here. So it's
true.
all good.
That is true.
Yeah, they didn't like cheat or anything. Like they waited. My dad was like in the process of a divorce or like starting to get there. And then like I guess like my mom kind of like just pushed it. Well, not like she didn't tell him anything. She's very like respectful or whatever.
Right.
But my dad just like fell in love with my mom, and then they moved to Mexico, and I lived there for 10 years. I was born there.
Really?
My sister was born there, but everybody else in my family is Cuban. So
then you came here. So how did you get over here?
Yeah, in a plane.
Okay. No, but like, what got you?
Yeah. So when I was 10, my sister, my mom, my dad, and my sister and I, we decided like it was just like kind of like might as well move to Miami. There was things that were going on in Mexico that were just like not the best. It was like the safety was starting to get worse.
Did you have other family here already?
Yeah, a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people moved from either, if it wasn't like Mexico, which is the only, like we're the only ones that moved to Mexico. Like my mom was the only person in her family that moved to Mexico. Everybody else either stayed in Cuba, moved to Venezuela, or moved to Miami. So, and a lot of the people that went to Venezuela, they went to Venezuela to Miami. So we were like one of the latest people that moved to Miami from our family, which was weird, obviously, because like you're like moving to a brand new country and everybody's like, oh yeah, we're already here. Yeah. But I learned like English in Mexico for a little bit, so it wasn't that hard. And then yeah, we just, it was the time to move. There was a lot more family here. My mom was like, hey, like we don't really have family here, we're just friends, which is fine. But you know, the American dream, trying to follow that too. And yeah, we came here. And we're here.
Damn, son, you went to school, high school, college.
I went to Ben Shepherd Elementary which is in Hialeah. Then I went to Jose Marti for 6th grade, and then which is the most Hialeah thing.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to really dig into the culture of Cuba, just go to that middle school.
Yeah.
And then I went to Lawton Childs for 7th and 8th grade, and then Miami Lakes Educational Center. I was like a Miami Lakes boy.
And then you said you went to FIU. What did you study?
I studied, I have a dual bachelor's from FIU in management information systems and in cybersecurity. Yeah.
What the hell?
Entirely different from what I do now. Yeah.
How did you get into that? Like,
Wait,
how did that happen?
So I got a management information systems, cybersecurity, which is like totally different than what I do now. But I started in that because my parents, they both were like computer software developers in Cuba. My mom like studied math, but like she started doing like tech when it was like very early on, and in Cuba, which is super, like there wasn't really much of it. And she was like one of the first people that started like working on that field. And then my dad got into it through her, like once they got married. So I just always saw like computer technology like within like my life, and I was like, I'll probably do that. And like my dad has his own like software company, and I was like, it'll be cool to just follow like that step. And I never really like, I always wanted to do like comedy and acting, but I was like, this is like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. And I just immediately was like, I was just like the funny kid in high school, like whatever. But because my high school was like a technical magnet school, I was like in an academy, and my academy was like the IT academy. So I like was stuck in that little world for 4 years. And then when I went to college, I was like, I'm just going to continue this because like now I'm already like in that IT academy. I'll keep going through there. And I did that. For 4 years, I got a dual bachelor's in that.
Shit. But you don't do anything in that field.
No, I did like freelance cybersecurity. I do freelance cybersecurity like whenever I need to, if it's not working or like I'm like missing out on money or I need to like work on that field. But I don't need to do it as much now, which is awesome. But I did like doing it for a little bit, but it got to the point that it was like I can't do both things. You know what I mean?
So at what point did you say, hey, listen, I'm going to pursue what I want to do, like that comedy, that being out there?
I was in college while I did it. So I first took my first like improv class in 2015. And I did that in Just a Funny in Coral Gables. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that place. Yeah. And I started doing that in 2015. I got really, really into it. And I like went all out. When I do something, I like go all out from the beginning. So I was like, this is exactly what I want to do. Like, I feel like I can like, this is like, I'm like with a group of people that likes being funny. And like, you know, you go through the 5 levels of improv and like everything. You're like, this is amazing. This is exactly what I want to do, whatever. While I'm still like, oh crap. I'm a professional podcaster.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, thank you. This cable's all over the place. No, but yeah, dude. So I did that improv class. I went really through it. I was in college while I did it. So, and honestly, like when you're in college and you're in the business school, it's very easy to just like kind of just not do much. Like there's a lot of classes that you can kind of like, you don't have to put as much effort as other classes.
Slide through it.
Which is great because, you know, I didn't have to put that much effort and I was still being able to pursue this improv thing and comedy. And I was like, what can I do with this? And yeah, I did that. I got passed in the, like you have to audition to be part of the cast of the improv school or the improv theater rather. I got passed.
Yeah, because the school you just go to
it's
learn.
The same thing. Like you're going to like a school, but like it's in the theater. You're getting taught classes by people that are also people that do improv, not necessarily like as a profession, just people that are good enough to teach it. You know what I mean? So I did that, and yeah, I got really into it. I got passed in the cast, and then I started teaching within like 6 months of being in that cast because I was just like really, passionate. I was good at that to be like 6 months in. 6 months in, they asked me to start teaching. I started teaching, then I got really into it even more. I was there like 4 times a week, whether it was giving classes or directing or performing. And I was performing there like 3 times a week on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I was really delved in into that like community. And it was, improv doesn't really pay that much. And then I got into like stand-up comedy like in tandem with that. And I did that like in late 2018 when I first like got up and did like stand-up, which is different than improv. And yeah, the rest is history. I just kept doing open mics every single night. I kept sticking to it. I don't really do that much improv now, just because like with COVID, everything was weird because of like the Zoom shows, and it's just it's an art form that there have to be like 4 or 5 people with you to do like something. It's like, improvised sketches, who's like this anyway. That's what like improv shows are. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then I got stuck to doing stand-up, and then everything else just kind of like went like 100 miles an hour from there, just like, and nice. I was able to get a lot of opportunities from there, and with my background of like improv and acting and character work that I've done, I think it's been like a blessing to be able to get to do this.
That's awesome.
That sounds amazing,
especially in Miami, which doesn't have like as huge of like a comedy or culture
one
as
of my
like
friends,
LA.
One of my friends told me that Carlos, Carlos, because he has like this ever longing journey of being a comedian.
You told me about that,
and I'm always telling him like, what are you doing about it though? Like,
has he ever done like an open mic and stuff?
No, he says like, well, I want to go look for one. I want to do it because I think I could do it. Like he's done, like he's really funny with his friends. So
that's
probably similar. Yeah, probably similar to how you started.
Yeah,
and I find him hilarious at times. But the times that he's funny, he does have these comebacks and he has these like punchlines that you kind of. It's all about timing, and he times it so well. And I'm like, well, do something about it. But then he goes, oh, I'm a bitch, I'm a pussy, and all this stuff. I'm like,
that's therapy that he needs.
But I tell him like, but you gotta start. And then I see someone like you that you're like, I just went and I did it. And
you kind of just have to. There's no way around it. Like people tell you like, well, what can I do to like speed it up? I've been like super lucky that at 2 or 5 years into this, I'm like, and I've like, I've gone to LA to train in the Groundlings. I've gone to New York to train in UCB. Like I've done summers in those schools, like from 2016, 2017, 2018. So I have all that, but to be like 5 or 2 or 3 years into comedy, it's still very early. Like it takes 10 years to really find some sort of level of success. At least that's like, what they say. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success or whatever.
True.
But with comedy even more, you got to just put in that much work. So I'm lucky, period, that I've been able to, like, within the little time that I've done it, little time with that in mind,
in comparison,
that I've been able to. But all I can tell whoever's starting comedy is just like, go to open mics, go out there. If you do want to do improv, which is also a great help for doing any sort of comedy or stand-up, do it too. Like, just go all out into however you can do it. You know what I mean? Which is just getting up, doing funny things, and recording yourself doing funny shit now too on the internet.
That's I think that now it's easier more than ever. Yeah. That's not easier. I'm sorry, because I also want to discredit, but I think now it's more possible.
More accessible.
Because of you have social media, we have the internet, we things go viral for anything. You had a viral video.
I did.
Well, you probably had several, but the way I saw you is everyone reposted that one. It was you and the different accents of the different that one. You see what I mean? Like probably anyone else, they probably were struggling for years trying to do it. Going
and that was a video that I just like. I was never gonna post that. Like I didn't think it was that good to post. It was just like my friend. It was that videos from my friend, like my sister's friend's Snapchat. That like I went to New York to visit my sister, and like my friend's sister was there. Like we were like I wasn't trying to date her, but like it was like I was flirting with her like throughout the whole time. And she was like, oh, I heard you're an actor or whatever. And she's like, can you do like voices? And I was like, I can do like accents. And like she like just was like, all right, go, because she was like those girls that like Snapchats everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right. And then she's the voice in the background that she's like Colombian or whatever.
So this was all on the fly.
It was on the spot. I didn't plan on doing this at all. I was just trying to impress this girl, literally. And then, dude, that's all it was. And then I was like, can you send me that? Like, I asked her that like a week after, like, I forgot we did that. And I was like, can you send me that? And then I like had it on my phone for like, I'd say like 3 weeks, and I had nothing to post. And I was like, I'm going to post this. Like, I haven't posted like in a week. I'm just going to post this thing, see what happens. As soon as I posted it on TikTok, I went to do an open mic at this place called Next Door CNI. It's like a Fort Lauderdale open mic. And then I go back on my phone and it had like 2,000 likes on TikTok, and it was like 100,000 views, and no, 10,000 views or something like that. And I was like, what's going on? I never had like anything on TikTok go any sort of level anywhere. I tried. I had like 100 followers before that video. I was just trying things. And TikTok is a weird mafia of the Chinese algorithm that they like decide, and then that's when they push you.
Bro, we've learned that there's
you too. You guys.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's random.
We
Like,
have a
super
video
random.
that has like 4 million views, and then the rest of them can get like 2,000.
Right.
So it's like I don't know how it works, but it works.
It works. I posted another like they. It's almost like they're like, okay, this is your niche, and now you gotta use
exactly. That's what it is. You gotta stick to it.
Stick to even that specific thing.
Yeah.
I did like another one. Anything that I post that says Spanish accent or something on my TikTok will get triple the views. As any other thing
I
that
think
I've ever
TikTok
posted.
then kind of references it to the one that had all the
course.
views, and they're like, oh, people
Post it
like
again.
this.
Yeah.
Let's kind of
Show
push
it
it
to them.
more because more people are gonna want to see it.
Exactly. So that but yeah. Oh crap! Is that me? I'm sorry.
Come on.
You good?
My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's
My bad.
You good?
OnlyInDade, baby.
No, we'll get you out of here.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
So so you had mentioned, did you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
You had mentioned obviously, you were trying to impress this girl, you were flirting with her, stuff like that. So now let's kind of transition into, the dating stuff.
Sure.
So, throughout high school or maybe college or maybe where you are right now. Are you seeing anybody right now?
No, I'm currently single.
Awesome. But, you've probably had your exes.
A few, yes.
And how did that go? If you have any stories, I mean, did you ever have a good relationship, bad relationship? How did it end?
I usually am the type of person that dates for a little, like, this is like the first time within the past 6 months that I haven't like been in a relationship that hasn't lasted more than like 2 years. So I've been dating around within the past 6 months, like quite a bit, which is great. I never like had the chance to do that because I would jump from like relationship, big chunk of relationship. So yeah, I had a girlfriend in high school for like 4 months. That was like a girlfriend that I didn't really date in high school. I was just like the chubby fat kid, funny chubby fat kid, and I was just like, you know what I mean? I didn't really like. I was like, I'm just not that guy, so I'm just gonna be this other guy. And I did that, and then like in senior year, I was like, I was into this girl, and I like asked her to date her. We dated her for like 4 months, but that didn't really go anywhere. But I was like really into this girl, like that I was friends with. And she was like really close. We were just like really close. Like I felt like I was friendzoned. Then I was like, whatever. I'm gonna try to get out of it. And then I went to college. And then from high school to college, I lost like 100 pounds. Like I used to be really, really big in high school, like 300 pounds.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I like lost a lot of weight. I felt more confident about myself. And then this girl that I was really into, like for like 2 or 3 years in high school, it was like freshman year of college. We were both. She was not going to FIU, but she was like in MDC, but she was still like in my life, sort of type thing. But I was friendzoned 100%.
Really?
And then like I had like the balls to be like, hey, do you want to like go out? And then we ended up dating for like 3 years. After.
What?
Yeah.
So you just, in order to get out of the friend zone, you just ask her like, hey, listen.
Honestly, I just like, well, she was seeing me. Like, I honestly, I just remembered that this is like bringing back memories. We dated, but before that, we were still friends. So to the point that like we were like sort of like trying it out. Like I think we kissed once, and then like it was like
still stayed as friends.
As friends. Like we were not dating at all.
So there was that
weird.
like temptation, the
Like
flirting
maybe
was
like
a
there.
little bit, but it was always like I was just always like the funny kid to her. You know what I mean? And I just thought she was, but I was like, it might never happen. And then something happened that like I was like, fuck this, I'm done. Like I'm not gonna like have this in my mind. Like I don't like I was really into her at one point, and I had like already asked her like, hey, do you want to try something? She was like, nah, I think we're better as friends or whatever. And then like I kind of ghosted her for like 2 months, and like. And I felt terrible, you know, like I'm just like, I don't like, I'm in love with this girl. Like, I don't want to like ghost her. Like, but like, I was like, this is what I have to do. And my friends would tell her like, nah, dude, don't text her. And I just would like stay at the gym for like 3 hours and just do my thing. And then
like to distract yourself,
to distract
not,
myself,
like,
and also to keep losing weight. Okay. But yeah, so I did that for a while. I would hang out with my friends. It was my thing. I was like 18, you know, fresh out of high school. And then 2 months after, she like sends me like a 7-paragraph email about like how she like it was an email. That's how I knew. Right. And I imagine like at that age, 18, you don't get emails except from like FIU and Mark Wilson from FIU. Like that's all you're getting. So then when I saw her name, I was like, what's this? And then I read the whole thing, and it was pretty much, and I was at the gym, and I like went to the bathroom, and I just like read the whole thing. And I remember like reading it, and I kept over reading it, and like she was pretty much saying like, I'm sorry that I said no. I think I like you. Like, I think we should, like, I'm open to, like, pursuing something, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And then when she said that,
wait, hold on. This is 2 months of you not talking
of me
to
not
her.
talking to her. Yeah.
And she,
it might have been like a month, but it's felt like forever.
whatever.
Yeah.
It was, but there was a time that you guys didn't talk. So she just randomly wrote to you.
Correct, on an email. Yeah. Which I didn't even know she had my email. She probably had it from like when I sent her like answers to tests. That's how Friendzone it was.
No way, dude.
Yeah. Do you think she would have reached out to you in that way, or if you would have, you know,
kept the communication going? No,
kept for real.
100%.
If you would have kept.
Did you guys talk about that?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
So what was
she agreed? I mean, she was like, "No, I wasn't like it's," but no,
yeah,
come on,
get out of here. Yeah.
It's yeah.
So what was the story? Like, what did she? So she had said, "Hey, you know what? I think I realized that there should be more."
And then I like was like, "Hey, okay, let's like go on a date or whatever." And then when we went on the date, everything was like perfect. Like we were like our friends' vibe was still there, but then like the romantic thing was still there too. She was like really like her parents were very religious at the time, so it was like a little bit weird when it came to like, you know, going further or whatever.
Right.
But whatever, like it was good. But then when like I was like a good guy, I went to her parents, I met her parents, I did the whole thing, and like it was a very like
respectful
relationship. Especially like towards the beginning, it was very like respectful. Like I was like meeting her parents, like wearing like sweaters, like, you know, to look nicer, like that type of shit. Yeah, like going all out that way. And she was like, you know, the girl that I was like into for like 2 years, and I was just like, she was like my friend.
Yeah, you put
and I was
all
like,
effort.
this has to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta be on your best behavior.
Yeah.
Be on my best behavior, exactly.
Man, that's so exciting that you guys started off as friends and you had that friendship.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Now
getting out of the friend zone.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. She has me blocked everywhere now, but it's fine.
Really, for real?
Yeah, I swear to God.
But like, that's so,
it's all good. It's all good.
But then you guys were friends. Do you feel like if you wouldn't have gotten into that, you would have
probably stayed friends, 100%.
Right.
But was it worth the risk?
Yeah, I mean, it was like it was a great learning. Like, I have no regrets with that relationship at all, except like, you know, little things. I'm kidding.
That bitch.
No, I'm joking. But no, she's amazing, and I think like she's great wherever she may be. I sort of got you,
dude. So what happened? What was the reason for the demise of the
blocking?
Yeah.
Oh, the demise of the relationship. Well,
and what led to the blocking?
Yeah, so we dated from like 2013 to 2016. Remember what I told you I started doing in 2015, which was take improv classes and go all out into my stuff. So because I was so into it, like I guess she started seeing, and I was just like, you know, the guy that has a dual bachelor with a management information system. He has a great job, you know, like he just got a job right out of high school, making like, you know, $70K a year.
Oh no, I'm on paper. You're papi.
I'm you know, and that's exactly right, exactly. So then when I was like, you know, I want to start doing comedy, and she always knew I wanted to do that. And when I was going into all the classes and really going in and being there for 4 nights a week and like really spending time there and seeing, like, you know what I mean, it kind of became a problem. And that's kind of like where, and I didn't know how to handle that because I've never done it before.
But do you think it was a problem because she felt like you were investing? Is this on?
It's on. Yeah.
All right, cool. Do you think that she was because you were investing more into that instead of the relationship?
Yes.
Or were you losing? Did she say like, oh, now you just want to be a bum or something because you're losing?
No, not at all. She never thought of it that way.
It was more
I don't
like,
think. I hope not.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's not like they were going to fire me for my job for like...
Oh, okay. So you could have balanced it.
Yeah, I did for a long time.
No, because I can see that someone could be like, oh, well, you have such a good career, a good job, and the education
risk it.
to lose it, you know, for this. But you're saying it's more of...
Oh, I balanced it. I balanced it to this day. Like,
and
I
with the
still have
relationship.
to work. Right. Yeah.
But you were too...
At that time, it was terrible to balance. Like, I couldn't... I had a full-time job. I was doing pretty much comedy. Like, I was going all into it. Like, I was studying it like it was my second career.
Yeah.
You know, reading books, always being at the improv theater, like always there, trying to like go out to shows, watch things in the Miami Improv. I was so into it that like it was hard to keep the relationship up and keep her happy as well. I was still like, you know, I would try to like go out and we would go on dates and we go out of town all the time. But it was just like a lot less than how it used to be. You know, before I was just like all in.
It sounds like you guys outgrew each other, right? And you were young, or you are young, but at that point, you were just focused, and it happens, man. I mean, that's part of that. Those your 20s,
correct?
You know, I mean, I admire the fact that you took a chance. You know, like you guys were friends, you could have maintained that friendship probably throughout, but
exactly
you pursued that. Damn. And listen, maybe you guys aren't friends anymore, but you've could probably teach each other valuable lessons.
Yeah, I think so. I think we both learned a lot from it.
Okay, but what happened for the blocking? Because you probably could have still been friends.
Yeah.
Up until
Okay. So okay, all right. I don't know. Okay, so this is what happened, and then like this is what she thinks happened, and this is what happened. So this is like this will all be allegedly. This should all this is
allegedly. This is your story.
This is great.
And then whatever she
I like
believes,
walked myself into this one. So
No,
cool.
absolutely. So I mean, if you're comfortable,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Right,
It's fine.
cool.
So what happened is that she I was really into this, etc. And it got to the point that like she broke up with me like at one point, like when like those breakups that aren't really breakups. Like she wrote me again. She likes to write, I guess, because she wrote me a letter, not an email, but a letter.
Wait, what?
On paper.
On paper.
With a pen?
With a pen and a paper.
And she mailed it to you.
No. She gave it to me.
Oh, all right, cool.
She gave it to me. I went to go see her, and instead we were gonna go out somewhere, and then she just gave me the letter instead of like where we were.
I bet that was like a.
And it was already
punch.
we were already kind of like not like it wasn't going well. Like it was fights all the time, and it was like a little bit problematic. But I was trying to fix it. Like I wasn't trying to be like close to it. So she gave me the letter. It was like pretty much like I can't do this anymore. Like I'm like you replaced me with this. Like and she wasn't making me choose, but she was like in a sense making me choose. In a sense, like do you want this or do you want to stay in this relationship? Without really saying that, but that's what the letter kind of summarized to. And yeah, once that happened, like it was like, it was kind of a breakup, but it wasn't exactly a breakup. Okay. And we had already broken up over coffee. Actually, like a year, like 6 months into the relationship, like it was like a little bit rocky. I don't remember exactly what it was, but we broke up for like a week. And like it was fine, whatever. So she gave me this letter, and I was like, no, like come on, let's work it out. Like I wasn't really taking it seriously, and I was like, okay, come on. And then we still worked it out for like 2 weeks, and we went to a Kendrick Lamar concert. I'll never forget it because this is when it happened. We went to a Kendrick Lamar concert. Everything was great. In the concert, there was already like a little bit of distance. It's just, when you buy a concert and you buy 2 tickets and it's like, you're good. Like you're not going to tell the other person like you can't go even if it's like a little rocky. And we were technically broken up at the time because of that letter. Yeah. But I was like, let's just we have to go to the concert. Like,
we bought the tickets.
Like, it cost like it's $120 each ticket. Like I can't. It was really close. It was like the damn album that came out. Like it was be humble, sit down. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, come on, let's go. So we went. It was a little bit awkward because it was that we still like kissed or whatever, but we were all doing our own thing. Like we were like Snapchatting to our own thing. Like it wasn't like whatever. So then that happened, and then she told me like, I can't. She's like, what are we doing? Like at the end of the concert, we were like outside.
What are we?
We were like outside the American Airlines Arena, right in the stairs, and she's talking to me like, oh, like I don't know what to do. I kind of want to take a break. Like I really think we need a break. And I was like, I was already kind of done with it. And I was like, I think we need to break up. Like, I think I don't think this can go much longer than what it is. You know what I mean? And then, we broke up there, and she's like, okay, is that what you want? And I was like, I don't know why we keep doing that to ourselves. Like, it's just like, it's kind of, cause it had already, like, I don't like taking breaks in relationships. And I'm like, and she knew that. Like I've told her like 100 times that, and
she still pitched that
idea. And even she had already given me a letter before. I was already trying to trying to fix it, but I was like, this is probably gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? Right. And it was better. Like at that time, I just felt like it's just better for her, better for me, and just like breaking up and then seeing where it lays. But she like took that to heart. Like she left. Like she called her dad immediately. And like for her to pick him up, for her dad to pick her up, because she was crying like in the outside of American Airlines. I mean, I get it. It was fucked up because I did it in a public place in that setting.
Yeah. She proposed a break, right? What were you supposed to say? Yeah, let's take a break and then
right. Let's go to Chili's and we'll talk about being like, you know what I mean? So I was I get her perspective too. You know what I mean? Like I did it in like a public place. Yeah. And like
did she had to call her dad. Face? Did you say like, oh, I can't believe you did this in front of the arena?
Yeah, she was like saying that like while we were walking, and I was like chasing her, You know, that type of vibe.
Then she shouldn't have brought it up in
why?
a public
Yeah.
setting. You should have waited till you get home.
I mean, we're not saying it's her fault, but
No, it's not.
No, I mean, I don't want to say that it's her fault just because like I get the perspective of like I get what I did and I obviously like regret how things ended up going at the end.
I also feel like she didn't expect you to counter with that.
Correct.
Maybe she wanted you to fight harder for that. No.
That
we can
night
make this
I
work.
was
Agree.
right or be like maybe we should take a break or whatever, which is fine, and I completely understand that. But I didn't. I just felt like I was already feeling like this is kind of over.
Yeah.
When I was going to the concert,
You had your opportunity there.
and I was like, exactly.
Might as well say it now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Seize
exactly
the
how I thought
opportunity.
about it. Like, might as well just do it now. And yeah, I just did it now, and it kind of like drove her to the point that like she was like legit like just like bawling. And I was chasing her. It was like literally movie shit. Like I was like, no, stop. And then she would like call her dad. I was like, I'll take you home. And then she called her dad anyway. And then her dad picked her up while she's like, you know, bawling, crying.
Fuck.
And I was like trying to, yeah, dude.
And then that's how she
blocked
blocked
you?
you.
Oh, so the reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So then after that, the reason that like it led to a blocking, I tried to reach out to her. I sincerely, I know it sounds like there's no way, haven't heard from her since like a week after that day.
No way. That
Swear
was
to God.
enough for her to.
No, that wasn't enough. There was more. But I'm about to tell you the more.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that happened, I started dating someone like 4 months after that.
Okay.
Right. And then she saw that. And then like, I guess like it was someone that she knew. Like she knew who she was like part of the theater, of the improv theater.
Oh, you
So
were
that-
been sleeping with her the whole time.
No way! I swear to God, I would have.
But that's probably her story.
Well, that was
Chick
her
was-
story. So she
yeah.
thinks that
I saw
like
it,
I
yeah.
cheated on her or whatever. This girl was just like she was like a friend and she did bartending at the thing, at the theater, and I was like, I thought she was really funny, and I was just like, you know, like just like friendly conversation. I'm new to the whole comedy thing. I wasn't really like a single guy because I was dating someone right after high school for 3 years.
Yeah.
Right. So I was just like, oh, she's just like a good friend or whatever. And we just got closer like through those months. And I was like, and we just like the idea of dating just happened and you know, we just went from there. But because of that being so recent and us being in a relationship for so long,
And being that girl from where
she
you were
probably-
going.
She
A
probably
girl
remembers
from-
her, maybe.
Of
like,
course,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, that's what it is.
and then like I remember her like writing like Facebook statuses like about the shit.
She's a writer.
Oh, she's a writer, dude. She's a writer.
She's a rock star.
Yeah, so she wrote a bunch of shit. Like she was the type of person that would subtweet me all the time, like throughout the relationship, and like shit like that, and would post things on statuses on Facebook. And like she made a status not about it on Facebook that it was very obvious that it was
you?
like she was like, oh, something like it was like a paragraph, and it was something along the lines of like, oh, you know, you can trust somebody but never trust somebody. And like, you know, people.
I think that's a
will always-
writer's thing because
It's a-
you used to be very aggressive on Twitter.
yeah, but
You're less
I mean,
aggressive
with
now.
140 characters. Damn,
Yeah. Back then it was actually even less, I think.
that's right.
Yeah.
It's like
So he went straight for the neck every time.
Yeah, it was
That's right. You
younger
didn't
me.
waste time. You
And,
just-
It was younger me, more.
I feel you.
Collective.
It's a
But I
writer's
feel
thing.
like, well, I feel people did that a lot more before. Well, actually, no, people still do it now.
People still do that.
but yeah, the people that grow up, I feel don't like they really. I like, you know, when you get reminded on a Facebook memory 10 years ago, and you're like, what the hell was I writing?
Yeah, you're like, that's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah,
man.
dude. So after that, after she like realized that I was dating this girl, she kind of like, she just blocked me everywhere. And every time I try reaching out, like I'm just like, I can't when I send her messages like on, like the time, I think I texted her like in 2018, like, oh, I forgot what I texted her, but like the message never went through and whatever. Yeah, it's fine. What am I
Is
gonna
there
do?
something you wish she knew about, like the whole situation, the whole fallout?
I wish she knew how much I'm blowing up.
Oh my god!
And how everything worked out. No, I'm kidding. But
Oh my god! It is. So you're on the right
I'm
track.
sorry. I mean, she has to have seen me, so
Yeah.
I'm
She's
sorry.
seen,
I'm
she's
sorry
seen
you
you.
have to see me so
She's
much.
like, man, this motherfucker.
I'm kidding.
This fuck.
I'm kidding.
No.
But dude, but you don't
Yeah.
think that there was a little bit of distraction from that bartender friend? Not even the slightest.
She was
bit?
still an improviser. She wasn't just a bartender. She's just like,
Okay, well, whatever. You don't think that
I
probably-
dated her for like 3 years after.
Right,
That same girl.
okay, no, but
So-
I say it as, maybe, you being so invested, we won't say that it was because of her.
Yeah.
But you don't feel like maybe because you were so invested and she was always there that you probably found a little bit of a distraction from the relationship. Because maybe you had so much more fun with them, not just her, with them.
Sure.
And then maybe you thought, oh, you know, she's very pretty. She's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather be here because I'm also learning with good people.
Correct.
Rather than that, it could have been that you started being pulled away.
I 100%
Yeah,
agree
your
with
attention
that.
was drifting.
It was,
Yeah,
and it was already like happening. So the fact that like it was just like easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just kind of made sense. It was like a little piece in a puzzle that you're like, oh, this makes sense here. Then this other piece that it will probably cost, and like it'll be a problem. You know?
And then, so you were with her for this one for 3 years as well.
The second
Was
like,
that a better fit with I guess the direction you were
Yes.
going
Yeah.
with? It made more sense.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, 100%. It was definitely the best relationship like I've ever been in.
Why?
Because we were just very like it was very like we were helping each other out.
It was like a tag team.
It was a
almost
tag
like
team. It was definitely a tag team.
That's
Like
cool.
we would like it was like a team type of thing. Like we would talk. We would be funny with each other. We would send each other funny shit without judging. She never judged me for anything I ever did. To this day, she was very open. She was very understanding. And yeah, that's why it worked out. It was just a lot more. It made more sense. She was white. She wasn't Latina, so it made more sense. I'm kidding. She was like just like less
Easier to deal with.
less drama.
easier to deal with.
Yeah. She was half Cuban. There was some drama.
So you definitely. So you think maybe the fact that you guys had similar lifestyles and interests and stuff like that. Yeah, I was gonna tell you put it down.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
It's actually like hi. I can't even see it. So that probably played a huge role. You know, a lot of times people, you know, you want to have a similar lifestyle with your partner, right? Or something that would
help.
Something that matches like the way
matches,
it would help.
yeah. And especially since you're in comedy, like they have to be understanding, right? I mean, I would imagine you probably say some stuff when you do these performances that maybe some people might take, you know, the wrong way or something like that. Right?
Oh, 100%. It happens all the time.
You got to be with somebody like that, 100%.
So what happened with the relationship? Because I mean, it seems great, but it seems
It was great. It was a little bit of. It was just that one was like I said. It was like one of the best relationships I've been in. A very similar thing.
So I'm sorry. This started when did you start with her? With 2016?
With the latest one, 2017.
18, 19, 20. Also, okay.
Yeah, so it was very recent. Yeah. We broke up last year, 2020.
I don't know, right? Like pandemic.
Mid-pandemic.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
What happened there?
No, like it was just like a lot. It was more. It was a similar situation.
Were you guys still in the same? Was she still doing
improv? Well, I mean, we were both in the same theater, but like like we hadn't been in the theater since like March.
Right. Oh,
This happened in like September, October when we broke up. And yeah, it was just like very similar situation. Like I felt like I was like the pandemic really pushed me to do even more comedy and like online. I was just posting a lot more content online, doing a lot more of that stuff. And she was like, we're still friends. I love her. She's amazing. But she just wasn't really trying to do comedy anymore. Like she was like, she tried. She's an incredible. She's one of the funniest people and one of the most talented people I know. But she's just, doesn't really like. She doesn't feel like she can do everything else that comes with that. Like anything. Like when it comes to like putting your own video, doing videos yourself, kind of like evolving into like digital age. She just like. She doesn't like to record herself. She doesn't like to do any of that stuff, which is fine. Like I have no problem with that. That's not the reason everything like fell. But, I was doing a lot more of the opposite of that, which is like, trying to record myself, going on auditions. I booked like 3 commercials in the middle of the pandemic. Like, I was doing a lot more things that involved, whether it was acting or just being involved more in like in front of a camera type thing.
Sounds like
you outgrew each other. You outgrew her maybe.
No, I think what it sounds more of is you had momentum on your side, and you weren't going to let anybody stop you.
Yes,
because you saw results, you saw that it was building. You were, you had these gigs, you saw the numbers were going up, and you're like, it sounds like you began to get addicted to it. Where you're like, not in a bad way, but that you're like, I'm really doing something here.
I'm doing something that
I can't. I can't stop.
Yeah.
So you get so invested into it, and then you see the results pay off.
Correct.
You're like, this is where my happiness is. Because I know that if I'm continue putting in the work, imagine if I put a little bit more.
Yeah.
How am I going to put it into a relationship?
Yeah.
I ain't got no time anymore.
Yeah. But I never thought of it that way. I was like, maybe we could work it out. But she was also the type of person that like would like to sleep a lot and would like to like, like it was just not in a bad way. We're in the middle of a pandemic. You know what I mean? Like I understand that. Like I get it. I'm not it's going through everybody's heads. Everybody's mental state is getting fucked up. But you know, I was just trying to like do more of my thing because it was just working for me. And like I saw results in some way, even in the smallest way. So, and with me wanting to do comedy and acting, then that's all I've been wanting to do. And I've been working towards that for so long while doing these shows and putting so much work into a theater that's just a theater. It's not like you can see it online. It's not like you're growing your audience. You know what I mean? Which is kind of all it is about now, in a sense, when you want to do something that's like entertaining, or gain money from it. So, yeah, dude, I did that. And once that started blowing up, I sort of was like, what? It was just starting getting rocky within us. And like, we weren't really communicating. It was very like, she lived like an hour away from me. And it was just like, it was never a problem. Like I would stay over her house like for like 2 days. She would do the same for mine. But yeah, it was just becoming a little bit of like a problem again, like just sort of like me trying to just like do more. And in this, of course, we had our own internal issues as well, like every relationship. But that's just kind of like what pushed that, in a sense. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're on this journey, right? You have these goals and you're on pursuit, and it's like you're going like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so you're focused, you're driven.
Yeah.
You know, it's admirable, and I'm happy for you. It sounds like you're on the right track, and you're pursuing what you love doing, and I think that's important. And at some point, I'm sure you'll meet somebody who has that same path or that same drive.
Yeah, for whatever they're doing.
Whatever it is they're doing, but as long as they're doing something that they love, they have that passion for it. Yeah, and that's what you need, especially when you're with somebody like yourself, right? You have to be with somebody like that.
Yeah,
I love that. Man, you're like a true opportunist, where you're like, you get an opportunity and you're like, I'm not gonna blow it.
Yeah,
like you go after it. You know, you didn't stop, you didn't hesitate. Like especially during a pandemic, you're like, man, if there's an opportunity for me to put out more work, more content, I'm gonna do it. And you did it. You didn't make any excuses. You didn't slack. You put in that effort.
Yeah.
That's admirable, man.
Thank you, bro.
I really love that. Especially when comedy is not easy, man. You gotta have some balls to do it. You gotta be.
You have to have some flair too. You know, you have to have something about you that makes
that's interesting.
That's people in.
Yeah, I think that's.
I mean, as long as you're able, like, I mean, comedy. Everybody says like anybody can do comedy, and I don't think that's true.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But anybody can try doing comedy, and you know what I mean. Everybody can like dip their foot into it. But when it comes to like being some level of like successful, I think it has to come like. You can't be up there looking like a faker. You know what I mean? Like people have to connect with you.
You have to be genuine, and you have to be yourself. Exactly.
And relatable in some way, shape, or form. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So then right now, you know, you said you've been dating a little bit and stuff
Yeah.
like that. How's that been going for you? Especially here, you know, we're
It's
after a
good,
pandemic.
man. Yeah.
You're in Miami.
Right.
You're finding success. Have you had any rocky patches?
Yeah, dude, of course.
Really?
Of course, bro. Yeah. Dude, I'm like a romantic at the end of the day. So like, you know, it's I'm starting to learn not to fall in love with every girl I meet, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, obviously you prefer, what do you like more, single or do you like being in a relationship more?
Well, I mean,
I definitely like being single where I am right now.
Really?
Really? And that's you not having much experience.
And I've learned that just in the past 6, like not even more. It's like 8 months now. Just because it lets me not feel the need to have to like not report to somebody, but just like
answer.
have that time with somebody that I might not have time, whether it is because I'm going to the Bitcoin conference and doing like interviews on the spot, or if it's because I'm going to a show. I'm doing shows every night, like every single night I'll be at a show, whether it's an open mic, whether there's 10 people, 100, whatever, just because I'm trying to work on new jokes. I'm trying to work on more people seeing me that's not online. It's just like the way that it works. Am I not in a position where like I'm able to do that and I'm able to do these things? So I don't want to like risk that and bring someone into that and then like have the same problem again,
or not meet their
which is definitely like a pattern.
And then and they may require more of you than you're able to give, right?
Right,
because you're so invested into what you love doing, right?
Right.
So I feel like right now you're on fire, you know, you're going at 100 miles an hour and you want to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
right?
but
so.
I mean, if there's any girls that, you know,
hit them up.
I'm not saying I'm a great boyfriend. But yeah, no, it's not like. I do like being with like somebody, like it's of course that's what I'm used to, and there's moments where you're like, damn dude, I wish I had a girlfriend right now, like like have somebody that like fall back to, like you have those times I just wanted to kick back,
or maybe
cuddle someone and watch Netflix,
or maybe a good friend that you didn't ruin it by trying.
Correct. Right. You blocked all over. Yeah. No, but you know, it's I still date around that. I'm not close to it. Like if I for some reason makes sense that like a relationship works within this person, like within my what I'm doing and what they're doing and whatever it is. If it's something that just might work, I'm not close to like trying it. I have, you know, within the past 8 months, I've tried having a level of like a relationship, but it just doesn't feel like it works. It's like kind of like things that are very similar end up happening, or just like miscommunication. You know, it's recent. People like the two people don't know how to act. Maybe someone's like too into it, the other person's not as into it. You know what I mean? And it like kind of falls. It like, you know, fizzles out, just like with anything, little things here.
How do you see like the dating scene in Miami right now in terms of?
Dude, well, first of all, I think this is everybody's gonna fuck each other this summer. Like, you know, like everybody's been like like there's just
People
like
been hibernating.
Everybody's been hibernating for a year. It's summer in Miami. The Good Time Hotel just opened. You know, like it's just you know everybody's the horniest I've ever seen in this city. And maybe it's because like now I'm single, so I'm seeing everybody that was horny while I was just with someone.
Yeah, you're exposed to it now.
But it's everybody. I feel it's just like I don't know. People are dating each other all the time. Like, and then you see somebody with someone else consistently, which is fine. Like that's I understand that it's dating. You're just testing the water, seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of the best dating scenes, but it's some of the most fucked up people, I would say.
Yeah, because I don't think it's good a good dating scene, but is it a good relationship scene?
Absolutely
like, do you
not.
see these people that they can actually be?
That's what's scary about
Like
it.
the
Like
quality.
now I'm already like I was like with two really good like relationship girls, and I'm like, I don't know, like, and I didn't find them through like, you know, I didn't go to like 1-800 Lucky and like find, you know
That's
what I mean?
what I'm saying. Like, where are you gonna stumble upon someone of quality? Especially you know, you have to be out there. You know, you're gonna be doing these
of
on the spot interviews. Like, how would you even?
Oh, I've dated like one or two of like that's what I'm like, you know, through like someone I
think
interview.
that's why you want to do it.
Why
Like,
do, like,
get me in front of
not at all, dude. It's just it was hard. It was like I don't like. It's just like odd when somebody like messages you and they're very attractive, and then they're like, oh, like I like, yeah, I think you're really funny. Like, let's literally so direct to say, let's go on a date, and you're like, yeah, of course, yeah, let's go on a date, and then you know, like it's awesome, it's great, but it's definitely like it's I don't know, I just feel like it's a little odd.
Is it?
But how often does it happen?
It happens.
Well, how often do you do the interviews?
Oh, like on the spots?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I do that like I think twice a month.
Oh, but you're just saying from random DMs.
I'm saying in general. I'm not talking about the on the spot. It was just that one time that happened, like with like a girl that I didn't on the spot with.
Damn. So your DMs can get pretty flooded with girls who are
some
like,
of them. I'm not fucking. No, they don't. They can get more flooded. But I'm
Yeah.
That's an invitation. By
no, I'm
the way.
kidding. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's there. Like I you know, I've been like, yeah, of course. Like, let's go on a date. I'm not like gonna be a close person that's like, no, I'm not gonna meet you or whatever. You know, I'm not. That's not what I mean.
So, do you prefer taking the initiative, or do you like?
I don't know. It's just like that was such a random thing that happened. Like I've never had somebody just
message
you know what I mean?
Reach
like,
out to you.
Hey, let's go on a date.
Nice.
I think it proves the point that women are more successful at shooting their shots.
Dude.
Right? I hate it when they always want to like fight about this.
What do you mean?
Because they're like, oh, I don't want to do it. No, the guy's supposed to do it. I'm like, chick, just
do
it. Like, look at.
I don't think it's they're afraid of. Well, some might say, hey, I'm afraid of rejection. It's more of like, okay, a guy should just do it because it's a guy.
Right, but like, look at opportunities that get missed out. Like, would you have ever thought of? Hey, let me look at this.
Fuck no.
You see what I mean?
Exactly.
No. Like, well, if I would have seen a problem, I would have been like, this girl's not gonna want to talk to me.
That's
right.
That's
But you know, she shot her shot, and look how quick it was to be like, I'm done.
Immediately, I was like, of course.
Yes. Right now.
Yeah, I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a little bit frustrating. I mean, I wish more women were comfortable. I mean, maybe they are getting more comfortable now. I mean, I agree. You think like it's more of a level playing field now, where women are now being more comfortable in approaching, or
I think it
maybe
could still
taking
be
initiative?
way more. Like they could still do it way more. Like I think women don't realize how much power like they hold when it comes to like who they like, and then they could just like, you know what I mean? Like it's just.
I think it's probably because maybe they weren't allowed to have power because they wanted the man to say, well, the man's the one that's got to do it, and
that's fair.
Men have always
I feel like
made
that's
the
very
decision.
old school. Like you know,
That
like
is
if
very
you.
old school.
I think we're kind of moving. We're transitioning out of that traditional way of thinking, where now we're giving them freedom of like, hey, we want you to do this. Like, please do it. You want equal pay. You want equal benefits. You want equal rights. You want to literally handle shit. You know, be this person in the workforce.
Be out there.
Yeah, like, you know what? Then
be this person like in the dating workforce.
Then reach out to me. Yeah. You know, instead of me having like waiting or man, I can't believe he missed all the signs.
I do think like girls. I do like it's not. First of all, it's not your fault. Like if a girl is like not like, oh well, I have to wait for him. Like if I think it's great when a girl receives like a message from someone she likes, but the thing is that they're probably getting like 1,000 of them, or like they're getting 100, and they lost in there. Like you just get lost in there. So if you're a woman and you're like, I like this guy, I think you're gonna be way more successful, I think, than like as the guy being like, maybe like, I don't know if I want to do it, and maybe he doesn't like he's thinking like, I don't know if I'm good enough, and then he doesn't message you when you're like waiting for him to message you because you like 3 of his pics in his last, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it's weird. Even I'm like, I don't know if I should message, like, it's just weird. And being like in like a version of the public eye is also like weird to just be like, hey, what's up, mommy? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and then it's like, you never know,
throw your shot. It's just
exactly odd. And then, you know, some girl, you might end up in somebody's group chat. They're like, oh, you messaged a girl, and
dude,
it's like
for sure.
screenshotting it, and like you ended up, you know, all
I'm
over.
sure we've all ended up.
Yeah,
we've been in group chats. If you're not in the group chat, you're not the guy.
Yeah, so, true. I like that.
No, I'm thinking because what you had said about, you know, women having probably a lot of guys, you know, their messages and whatever.
I cannot even remotely imagine. Like,
dude,
I look at girls like some girls that I've dated, like I see their thing and it says like plus 99 request, and like half the time, and like it's girls that are like 1,000 followers, like, you know, like it's girls that are, it's not like they're in the public.
It's just a bunch of creeps.
It's just a bunch of fucking. There's so many creeps on the internet. Maybe. But we're gonna get stuck in that flood.
Request folder.
You know, like they have to go through. It was like, who is the one that I'm talking?
Right.
Like that's as little as they need to do.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's that crazy. There's so many creeps that look normal.
Yeah. But it's if
I'm sure I'm not like speaking for women here.
If the women were to say, well, you know what, I found a guy I want to write to.
Yeah.
If it fails, or maybe I get rejected, at least I know I have 99 plus requests in my DMs that I can fall on. Whereas a guy, if we get rejected, we're like, well,
yeah, you're kind of just right.
You know what I mean? So now, like, that's why I feel like they should be more encouraged. Like, you have so much power, like you said.
It's true. Like, with not even like trying to go back to like the old times, like of like, oh, the men have more power, girls should have more power now, or any, like, it's just they're going to be more successful at getting who they want or who they think they want if they like shoot their shot first. In my opinion.
Or maybe it's some women will be like, oh, you know, I like the picture. That's all that's my shot. Or,
I like that too. I like to be like, you know, mysterious and flirty. Like we're each liking like the last 3 pictures, or like, you know, like, or like throwing like a fire emoji once in a while. You know, like that's cute too. I think that's the great way to like start something. It's flirting. Yeah. You don't want to lose that flirtation like that could go on. But I just think if you're gonna shoot, you should go out there. Yeah, shoot your shot. If you think you might, I just feel like men are so like emotionally removed like from compliments. Like we're not used to getting compliments, that whenever someone does, we're like, it's like, oh my god. Oh yeah. That's exactly right. You know, like you're talking to me. You're talking to me. Like, you know? Me? What do you mean? Yeah. Like, so I mean, it's like we'll kind of take almost anything if they write to us. Yeah. It's kind of sad. It is, but it's fine. It's like okay with it. It's fine. It's the way it is. The way it is. Man, so I mean, with the whole thing with dating and stuff like that, I mean, we always one big question that we always bring up is, you know, when it comes to like OnlyFans is one of the biggest ones, right? Yeah. Have you ever dated someone with? Would you ever? Or what are your thoughts on OnlyFans? I've never dated someone with that I know of. Like maybe that girl from the beginning could be have an OnlyFans huge account and I don't even know. Oh, who knows? Maybe there was a hidden camera and you show up on one of her videos. I doubt it. I sure hope not. I hope not. Would have been bad. Yeah, but yeah, dude. I've never dated somebody with an OnlyFans. I mean, whoever's doing it, I know a lot of women that do it, and I totally respect them. I wish I could be making half that money, but I don't think I would be close to dating someone with an OnlyFans. Really? But I don't think I would be comfortable enough to stay dating someone with an OnlyFans. So there's like a it's like I think I would be open to it. Like I'd be like, sure, let's try it. And then like by week 3, where I see like pictures that I like that I've never seen, and I like, or like maybe it's like, I don't know. I'm not like a jealous person, but it's definitely like weird that like your girlfriend is like showing her body out there to everybody for money. Like if it was just on Instagram and she's like an Instagram model, cool, like I get it, like you're getting sponsored by Bang Energy, but if you're getting sponsored by like fucking Felipe in Nicaragua, like that's just a little weird. Right, but ultimately it's just a different platform. You know, guys go on Instagram, see those pictures, and then, you know, they may not pay for it, True, that's true, but it's just that's better. Like, I guess not because she's making money, but it's just like an odd. I guess that's old school.
What if there's a boundary of what she can post and what she can't?
Bikini
but then I would feel like
whatever.
you're telling a woman what to do or whatever.
No, but maybe she says, hey, look, I know we had this conversation.
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, I was posting this before.
Yeah. But since we've been dating, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, if we're gonna date, I understand you I want to respect the relationship. So,
Sure.
Obviously, I'm still gonna do it,
Of course.
but I'm gonna tone it down to what's this? Is this
I think that's
acceptable
cool.
to you?
I would like be open.
Like a
to
middle ground.
Thinking about that, I would try. I mean, I don't know how successful I would be, but I would try to like be open to that. Yeah.
I like that. He's honest about it.
Yeah. What about you? Would you?
Oh man,
Chris is a little bit more open about it.
I am.
Maybe
Have you dated somebody with an OnlyFans?
No.
Okay.
Well, at
Maybe.
the time, no. But
Nice.
they have them now. But
Really?
yeah,
May have
I mean,
them.
I've had exes.
Are you
that-
blocked
Oh.
too? Or
No. No, but I have dated girls who now have OnlyFans, but
Oh, okay.
but
cool.
I mean,
that must be fun for you.
I mean, not really. I mean,
kidding.
it's kind of expected for them.
Jesus.
I don't want to name drop. I don't want to name drop.
Don't.
I will
Yeah,
not.
somebody's like, what the fuck?
But I have, and it's. I mean, at the end of the day, I respect the hustle. I don't care for it.
That's what I meant by that at first. Like, if you're doing it, I'm not knocking you for doing
Sure.
it. Fucking do it.
At all. Yeah.
Take advantage. Being up, like it's totally it's fine. But,
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as there's boundaries within.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
What's acceptable.
So you would be doing it as long as there's boundaries.
And I'm getting maybe a percentage would be nice.
A percentage.
A commission.
A commission.
Photographer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fee.
yeah,
My fee.
yeah.
My fee.
You know what? If I was the photographer for the girl in OnlyFans, I think I would be deaf. I would be like, dude, yeah, like I'll be fine with it.
Really?
And you're in control.
Because not only am I in control, but I'm like, I'm like working like it's
angles.
my art that's being up there.
I like
that's
that.
it's my
Nice.
work. It's like it's my picture. It's like my lighting.
I like that. I like
think
that.
That's yeah.
too bad.
I do know photographers with like OnlyFans girlfriends for sure. But
That was my point. Remember when you said, "Oh, what if you did it together?" And I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I would do it because I would feel like I'm creating art, not to pretty much be like, "Oh, I'm taking a picture of my girlfriend and wearing a G-string,
crazy how that is, but
or
yeah.
her nipples are out." But it's me creating some sort of artistic form
and you're
of me.
putting it out there. It's like your work.
Would you be would you be in that art? Would
No.
you be, yeah.
100%.
I don't think anybody would want to see me in it.
I wouldn't. It's just weird. It's just like exactly. Nobody wants to see me in it. They're gonna like stop paying for it. Like I want it to be a successful business.
You'd be surprised because some people, they do want to see that girl that they admire, that, have sex on the front
Yeah,
of the
but that's not a.
Dude, okay, I don't think the percentage of that number is as high as you think it is.
Who knows, man? Who knows? But I got you.
But
So
yeah.
wait, would you? You said no, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it at all.
I wouldn't.
Even if it is like what I said, like if it's like somebody, like even if it's like you're getting there and you're taking the pictures yourself, you wouldn't do it either.
I don't think so. Hey, listen, never say
What
never.
if it's artistic? What if it's it's
Like
art? You're an
body
artist.
paint
You're a
and stuff,
writer.
yeah.
Oh,
What if you
Body
wrote
paint.
you wrote a whole novel?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd pay for that.
like a passage on her body or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
Yeah, like paragraph 1 is here and paragraph 2 is in the back.
on the back, on the
Yeah,
back.
And then
or
the cheek
chapter 1,
one.
chapter 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't think so. I mean, who knows? I never say never, but at this particular moment,
You wouldn't.
I don't see myself doing that.
Got you.
Not really.
And you don't think like your exes they don't have OnlyFans?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
But you never know. You never know.
You really never know.
You never know. And if they do, I hope they make money. I hope they
Exactly.
are perfecting it.
Perfectly.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Hey, man, if you gotta do it, do it.
Do it on the way, of
Do it.
course.
Yeah, but
I got that.
it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me. But
I got it.
these days, it's very, very much accepted, which is fine. Listen, do what you
Yeah,
think.
if you're doing it, like I said, like I know friends that date girls that have OnlyFans, and like
They're cool with it.
Yeah, I mean they're not, but they're doing it. It's just
Really?
they're not like I don't think they're as cool with it as like
They
they
like to
pretend
believe.
to be. Yeah.
That's another thing. I think a lot of guys be like, "Oh yeah, I don't care," right? They put that front, but
But when
really
you have
it's
the group
happening-
message with your boys and you're like, "Yo, what's up with this?"
yeah,
like, that's different.
man,
You know what I mean?
I think a lot of times people just say, "Hey, listen, it doesn't bother me."
Yeah.
But deep down,
they're like dying inside.
That's what I'm saying,
With the
yeah.
mask on. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you something else. Yeah, because we got to
Go ahead,
slow
go
this
ahead.
to wrapping up.
Yeah, for
Another unpopular opinion. When it comes to paying for the date, so we had just talked about pretty much, women. They were pushing them out there.
Yeah.
You could do this. Or, more powerful, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think it's acceptable if a woman pays for the date? And if so, when?
I think it's acceptable.
Can she pay for the first date? Would you feel
I
comfortable?
don't think I've had girls pay for the first date
And how did that make you
recently.
feel?
Emasculated. For sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
But it was like she paid for it by surprise. Like I went to the bathroom and she had
Oh,
paid for
yeah.
it,
I've
which
been
is
done with
cute.
that.
But like on a first date, I'm like, no, what? No.
I guess like you don't know her enough like that to be like.
Yeah, like it's like you know, on the first date, I like to be like, you know, very like, you know, romantic. We'll go out, I'll pay for it. We'll go like, you know, do like the 3 different locations type of vibe. But like I go all out on my first dates, dude.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
And then the second and third.
Yeah, they pay every time. Nah, but like, you know, like throughout the relationship, I think that's cool. Like you're able to like show that like you both support each other. You're both able to like it's not one person that's bigger than the other, one person that's more important. It's like you're both equals, and like if you can pay for it, great. If I can pay for it, great. And they'll like, you know, back and forth type of vibe.
I like that. You know, it's team effort.
It's
right?
a team effort.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
but imagine there's a lot of women that they're like super against it. Like I saw a video with this guy Matthew Hussey. I don't know if you heard him, but he's like this big relationship coach guy. And a woman raised her hand and asked like, "Oh, we've been dating for 6 months," and he's starting to ask like when I should start paying for dates. And he's like, "Well, do you feel like you should pay for dates?" She's like, "No, I shouldn't. Like it should be him." And then he tells her, "Okay, so then that means every single time he pays for the date, you're expected to go home and have sex with him." I'm sorry. I can't say that word for TikTok. You're expected to sleep with him. And everyone's like, whoa, that's super fucked up or super messed up.
Room.
Yeah. But it's like, he says, the way that I would treat my partner is I would treat her as my best friend.
Correct.
I wouldn't
That's
want
how
my
you should
best
treat
friend
friends,
to pay all the time. Like if I can pay, I would want to pay, because even if my best friend wants to pay for me, they should be able to if they want to. But I shouldn't expect my friend to always pay. So I kind of started thinking about that. And then, you know, there are obviously some women who say, well, no, men should only pay. There was another video that I saw that they're like, oh, when was the last time you went on a date?
Yeah.
And then the girl, I think, I don't know if
You sent it to me. You sent it to me.
What?
And the girl was like, oh, well, I don't consider it a date if I pay.
That's insane.
That's
Right?
ridiculous.
So, you know, there's a lot of...
I mean, you know what's funny? That you said that and like it resonated. I was like, that makes sense. And I was like, wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why I just thought that. Like I could see how a girl would think that.
That it's not a date?
Like, well, if it's like you're a year in and like you're like, you know, like you're good.
Yeah, thank
Like if you're a year into your relationship and she pays for the date or whatever. But I guess within the first 6 months not paying for the, like I've definitely done that. I've definitely not paid for like I've always been the one to pay, like at least
like
for the first 6 months. Yeah.
Wow. Even if she's like, hey, you know, like let's go out, like she initiates the date, you'll still pay.
If she initiates the date?
Yeah, what if she surprised the whole thing for you and then it turns out that the tab's like $1,000?
Okay, wait, hold on.
Hey.
But if she did that, but it was like a surprise?
What if she goes...
I would definitely try to, like, I would try to for sure make that a splitting situation.
Yeah, so, hey, babe, I want to take you to dinner. And then she shows up to Barton G's.
Yeah, and she's the one who made the reservation.
Yeah.
She invited you.
And how long are we in the relationship? Like, is it
7 months?
7 months? Okay, keep going.
Not 6 months.
I already know my answer. Keep going.
7 months. Oh, then
No, keep going. Keep going. What's the keep going? So that we're 7 months in.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're 7 months in, and she
Barton
says,
G's.
hey, babe,
Yeah.
I want to invite you. I want to take you. Let's go to dinner. I have an idea. I planned it.
Right.
Let's go over here.
Got it.
You show up, and it's Barton G. The tab comes. It's $500.
Did she order like
$400.
everything? Like, or like it was like I had to like once we got there, that was the surprise. The surprise is that we were there, or is there more involved here?
Let's say, no, that was a surprise. The surprise
Like,
was
the surprise is she made a reservation on Open Table, and we went to Barton G's. That's the surprise.
and she saw something on the menu that she really liked, and she chose it, and it was $150.
Got it. But she's the one who chose it for herself, but not for me. She's not like, I want you to try.
Well, no. I mean, it's just like, hey, we're here having dinner.
Got it.
Okay, that's it.
I would probably split that.
Okay.
I would probably split that.
So you feel like, okay, like we're dating.
Yeah.
You know, the guy pays. It's kind of your ideology.
I think the guy splits. That's how I'm gonna think about it. Every time have never not put my card
Attempt.
first.
Okay.
I've never not attempted.
Okay.
There's that. I've never not attempted unless I'm like we're into the relationship for a while and like you drove us to Menchie's and you got the two, like you're paying. Like it's a little thing. It's like $12. Like let's you know. And I'm like, I'm not gonna take my card out. But if it's like a date and we're going out, I am always inclined to put the card first, unless I see her put the card first when I didn't notice. And a situation like that, if she put the card first and I didn't notice because the bill was there, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna let it.
I'm gonna let it slide.
I'm gonna let it slide unless she says something, right? Unless she like says something that might like relate to that. But if she doesn't consider that a date after she paid, then that's insane. Like like that's ridiculous. That's a problem. If like she did that whole thing and then she paid and she's not gonna count that as a date. No.
I mean, there's some people who say, guys shouldn't be taken out on dates. Like, have you ever been taken out on a date?
Yeah.
Well, he got hit up.
Literally that day.
And you went.
And I went. And it was a great
and
date.
she paid?
And she paid.
Nice.
Attaboy.
Nice.
City boys up.
Yeah.
And she paid, but I tried paying.
Okay.
I tried
nice
paying. I went to try pay. And
but I feel like...
But she's the one who did it no, actually, that's when I went to the bathroom. She paid. That's exactly what happened.
Nice. Well,
When I went to the bathroom, she paid.
I like that.
But I didn't go to the bathroom to not pay.
Strategically.
Let me take 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be clear about that.
Yeah.
It was just that's what happened to me. Yeah, which is cute. It was like a nice little.
Yeah, no, I've been on a date once where I went to the bathroom and I was invited to go to the date and I went. And the tab came. I was in the bathroom. I came back and I'm like,
there's still no card there.
There better be. I open it up and there's still no fucking card.
Really?
Oh
no. Yeah, but I would expect that too, though. Like, I'm not even surprised.
It was I didn't expect there to be a card. I was hoping for there to be a card. Being courteous, respectful. I mean, I was in the bathroom. You invited me. You decided to order all these things. Whatever.
That's true.
And I came back and I was like, oh, it looks like it's probably been sitting here for a while. Like the server would come back like, are you all done? I was like, no, I just came back.
Wow.
I opened it. There's nothing.
And who paid? You?
Yeah, I paid.
Of course.
Never saw her again.
Where'd you guys go?
I don't remember, dude. It was a while ago. Gotcha. It was a while ago.
Okay.
But I remember I just came. I was probably like a Tap 42 or something like that.
Okay.
It seems like a place that I would be at because I don't know.
It also seems like a place you would be at.
Yeah.
Just from looking at you. I'm kidding.
No, not sure what that means, but I'll take it.
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say something. I forgot about it.
Paying for the day. You had another question? Let's slowly start wrapping it up.
Yeah, we do.
Think. Jimmy Neutron.
I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead with what? I'm about to start wrapping it up.
You don't have any more questions?
No.
That's it. It's all good.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we have you back for part 2.
That's fine.
Something I was going to say. No, fuck no.
It's all good.
And now we got to know what it is, man.
Yeah, now we're never going to forget.
Yeah, this is going to eat me alive inside.
Yeah.
The date, paying for the bill. I left. I took a piss.
Why do you have that scar in your head? I have a lot of questions.
Wait, is that why you like Harry Potter?
Partially, I guess. No, I was.
Oh, are you like a Harry Potter?
He has like his
Harry
leg
Potter.
tattooed about Harry Potter.
Really? Where? Is that the Phoenix from Harry Potter? No.
I got.
Well, he does have a Phoenix.
I got this. Yeah, the Slytherin and the Gryffindor.
Bro, of course you are 100% into Harry Potter.
Yes.
Don't say a little bit.
I
Yeah.
know.
The scar and everything. Is that a real scar? Or you got that tattooed also?
It's a real scar.
Okay.
Really?
You
Is
know.
it like you can't talk about what happened, or is it like?
No, I was a kid.
Do you get headaches when
No, when some name pops up.
Yeah.
No. I was a kid. I ran and played, and then I hit the corner of a wall.
Really? That's what happened to me here.
Really?
I have a little scar.
Oh
there.
shit! Yeah.
I swear to. And this was 3 weeks ago. This wasn't even like when I was a kid. Yeah, dude.
That happened to me too.
People, I was like bleeding from my eye. Like some people were like, "Dude, did you get in a fight?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like I was like, "Yeah, that's what
I won.
happened." It would be the manliest thing I've ever
What
done.
sounds cooler?
Yeah.
That I got in a
literally
fight?
was drunk
or
and I hit myself like in a fucking pole, pretty much.
Nice.
It was dope. It was after Blackbird on Thursday,
Blackbird.
which I host every Thursday. Un perreíto.
What do you do there?
It's like it's a reggaeton party every Thursday at Blackbird at 10 p.m.
Okay.
And I just host it. Like I get on the mic. I'm like, hey, hyping people up. But it's all the DJs that actually like, they're doing their job.
Yeah.
It's fun. So every Thursday 10 p.m.
Do you remember?
No, I did not.
Beautiful.
It's all good.
All right. Well,
It's very Harry Potter of you. You're a wizard, Harry.
We're gonna wrap it up. Before we do, we always ask the guests to have like a final thoughts.
Sure.
You can say it to the camera, you can say it to me, and also you promote yourself as well.
Sure. Thank you.
But again, anything that you'd want to say to your younger self, maybe something that you believe in, or maybe whatever it is. Again, the floor is yours. Go ahead and do that, and then sign off with everything.
Got it.
Where they can find you.
To my younger self, if you go to a Kendrick Lamar concert, don't break up with the girl in the stairs.
Also buy Bitcoin.
Or also buy Bitcoin, please.
Yeah.
Please. If you
lot.
had Dotsum, you would have easy passes to the Bitcoin conference, but now you got to put finagle and do things, so do that. But yeah, I think girls should shoot their shot way more. I think they're missing opportunities there that they might think they're not good enough for. You're good enough for every guy in Miami, I promise you, no matter who you are, how you look like. I'm telling you that. And yeah, if you feel like you don't want to do it, go through those DMs, those plus 99, and maybe look at one that looks normal. That might not look like a creep, and they're probably going to be a creep anyway, so I'm sorry for all my guy friends. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. This was so much fun. I felt like this was a therapy session for me.
Really?
Like let out my big relationship stories, and I feel like lighter. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, legit. This is a great therapy for whoever comes here. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think the cool thing about that is there's probably other people who are listening who will listen to this and they'll say, man, like, one, I didn't know that about him. Man, he went through this and I went through something similar and I thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
Or maybe it makes people feel more comfortable to actually talk about what they're feeling.
I think that's good. That's why I like podcasts that are not like, it's not what, like your focus is so specific. Like something like this is so, people just love listening to dating stories, dating things, everything that happens. So
100%, and everybody could relate. You know, everybody dates, right? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't have those stories
or some sort of relationship?
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. I've had like there's like stories in my stand up right now that are based on just like the past like few dates I've been on. Oh. It's just like I almost do it like it's great. It's just like great material. It's relatable. Yeah, it's fun.
We're gonna check that.
But yeah, man. But thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you guys. I'm on Instagram at Carlos at CAHRLOS. If you want to follow my alter ego at UDisBell305. We didn't even get to talk it. So I just remembered we didn't even talk about it.
That's okay.
Yeah, a guy. It was an alter ego. He won an American Idol and got a golden ticket. And I have songs coming out as him as UDisBell305. So follow at UDisBell305. Follow me at Carlos. Follow OnlyInDade if you don't already. And I hope to keep making you guys laugh. Thank you guys.
Nice. Beautiful. I got a feeling we got a part 2 coming. I'm
down for that. I'm down for that.
Carlos, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that being said, it's time to break up, right? Yeah. Once again, man, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun.
It's great.
Wish we had some more time, man. But, you know, we gotta run.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah,
it was a great time.
Back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're already here, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell if you're on the go.
iTunes, Spotify. Follow, subscribe, however that works.
We don't even know when we have it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Make sure you're following, like, comment, do all that good stuff. And we got
to all the girls I said the story about. I'm sorry, I didn't want. I'm kidding.
Who cares?
To all my exes, I still.
Who cares?
It's all love.
They'll be all right.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.